See, now they're paired together. Like, that's crazy the stuff you learn, right? All right, today we're wrapping hands. We're learning how to wrap our hands as a beginner or as a pro. Only a pro if you don't have a coach that's helping you wrap your hands, because you guys use different materials to wrap your hands. Amateur style wrapping is completely different from a competition standpoint, and so is pro than how you wrap your hands every day just to go to boxing class or just to go ahead and work out on your own. So if you have access to one of these in your gym, that's good because it helps you roll up the wrap. Or if you like to take the time to roll it up yourself to think about what your intentions are for your workout during the day, do that. I'm so old, we didn't have these before, so I'm used to rolling it myself, even though you saw me do this for now. That was just for video purposes. Two things right now. These are called 180s. These are the wraps that you should go ahead and get if you're an adult or a kid with big hands. Younger kids probably have like 108s. But I use two things. I use the 180s to wrap my hands, and I use this gauze here to create a knuckle pad. They make knuckle pads, but don't spend money on stuff if you don't have to. So we're gonna make one from this gauze pad first. It was already wrapped, but I'm gonna rewrap this for you because it's a little bit easier. You're gonna put it around the tips of your hands, a little bit wider, because for the most part, that's pretty much how wide your knuckles are gonna be. So this is just how I'm going to make the knuckle pad. Now, as I'm doing this, I want you guys to understand there's a million ways to skin a cat. There's a bunch of different ways to wrap your hands. This is how I wrap my hands, but understanding that the theory is you are protecting the bones in the front of your hand and also your wrist. And you're gonna see something I do at the end, because the inside part of my hand, I don't really need to protect. If I cover it up, my hands are gonna go ahead and cramp. So this is how we make the knuckle pad first. I'm gonna leave a little tail here because that's how I'm going to keep the knuckle pads on top of my knuckles. Knuckle pad is for your knuckles. Wrapping around here. Then I'm gonna do something called sewing so I can keep the knuckle pad here. Important thing with this knuckle pad, it doesn't need to be up here. You don't punch there. You make contact with your knuckles going this way. So as I wrap my hands, it's important that I re-clench my fist to keep the knuckle pad where it's supposed to go. Now I'm gonna grab my 180s. Once again, this is just how I'm wrapping my hands. This is a quick way to do it. Going around the thumb, going one around the wrist. Then I'm going back through the thumb to come back around the wrist. Once I wrap around here, I'm gonna start something called X's. I'm going pinky first. Remember, I need the knuckle pad on my knuckles, so I need to make a fist to keep it there, because this is gonna wanna pull back. I'm coming back around the wrist. Now I'm going to the index finger. Just the finger only. Make a fist again so I can keep the knuckle pad there. Going back around the wrist. Now I'm going through the ring finger. Just the finger only. Ring finger's a little bit harder, but if you notice, this knuckle pad needs to still stay pointed down. Going back around the wrist. And I'm going through the middle finger. When I used to wrap my fighters' hands, I would always tell them to kind of calm them down. I would say, flip me off. Coming back around here, around the wrist. Now I need to cover this knuckle pad by opening and closing again. Opening, now I'm coming back around. Now for you, once we get to this point, you see there's a little bit left. If you have a messed up thumb, go around the thumb again. If you have a messed up wrist, go around the wrist again. I'm blessed enough to be fine because I'm not really a fighter, so I don't fight that much anyways. So I'm just going around the wrist. As soon as we get done, this is where we get to the Velcro part. Let's not look at the brand. Now we're flipping it over because I told you about our hands and cramping. I'm now opening as much space as I can in my hands, because for those of you who have known and done this, when that's covered, your hands are probably cramping when you fight. But that's a quick way to wrap your hands. I don't know if it was quick. We'll see how long the video is. But that's how you wrap your hands as a beginner all the way up to pro.